It is recording.
Happy New Year!
Oh, I'm not wearing my glasses. I gotta start over. Okay, now we can celebrate the new year.
We could not before this moment, but now we can.
Hey guys, I'm Kat.
I'm Kim.
And every year we save the good times and we write down a little note and we put it in this jar, and at the end of the year we open it up. 2019 we hoped would be the year of thriving. We thought this year would be chill. It was not. So this year we went to 9 weddings, only 2 of which were in this actual state, only 1 of which was in this actual city. We celebrated the birth of Yay babies.
Yay babies.
Kim got a new job this year.
I did. I got a new job. I work at a Trader Joe's now, and I really enjoyed the work. And now we have a lot more snacks.
Yay! I saw 33 movies in theaters this year. I mean, last year's list was like 90, so this feels like not that many. So only 7 of the 33 movies this year were ones I actually paid for. The rest were all focus groups I was a part of for movies, most of which are coming out next year. 2 of those 7 were us seeing Endgame over and over again.
Oh, that is true.
Read 22 books, which I'm actually really proud of. That doesn't sound like that lofty of a list, but I'm pretty proud of that because last year, 2018, I don't think I really read that much. I listened to a lot of audiobooks while I drove. Read a lot of nonfiction Enneagram books this year. Highlights of what I read and listened to this year. We listened to the audiobook of Jaycee Dugard's A Stolen Life, and that was incredibly beautifully optimistic for a horrible situation. Karamo Brown's book, just titled Karamo, was really wonderful. I loved listening to Warm Bodies as far as like a fiction one. And then just for my own fun and pleasure, I really enjoyed Eddie Izzard's Believe Me. I just think he's really funny. That was fun to listen to. I really enjoyed Chaz Bono's Transition.
I'm currently reading It Devours. I read Tattoos on the Heart, which is about Father Boyle.
So if someone was in a gang, he provides free tattoo removal.
He gets them set up with someone who can like remove tattoos or alter them, and gives them just a safe situation to get out of gang violence, gives people job training.
I listened to the Trader Joe's podcast.
I have been listening to the Trader Joe's podcast. It comes out like once a month. It's about 18 minutes long, so I can listen to an episode on my drive to work, but it's always really informative about stuff that is coming to the store, what's been going on at corporate. Also, pretty into a podcast called For the Love by Jen Hatmaker does it. I listen to Query, which is hosted by Cameron Esposito. On occasion, I listen to a podcast called Good Christian Fun. Mostly 90s Christian propaganda, very evangelical stuff that the hosts grew up with, that I grew up with, and as we've kind of continued growing and aging, we've somewhat learned to dismantle certain things that we were taught. But it's not like a malicious kind of podcast. It's just going back and looking at things from like our childhood and being like, oh, well, we went through that, didn't we? So
featured off screen is my bicycle, which I got fixed up this year so I could go on bike rides. One thing I've tried to do is when I go on a run in the morning, I have different buddies that I call in the morning, and like every Friday I talk to the same friend, and that was really powerful because it kept me going with my exercise. But one really cool thing was during the course of that, I got to hear about my friend different Kim's pregnancy, and so that was, I really felt like I was involved in the process of hearing this baby starting as a little olive and now being a handsome little Malachi alive in the world. But I guess I just had a lot of depression this year, and both because depression is just something I deal with, and also just some sad events this year really wore on me. People who were close to us lost people who were close to them. And then this sounds weird, but we lost all of the video from our wedding, which like isn't really a death, but it feels like one to me because like, that was so important to me to have our video, and knowing that a person maliciously, like, ripped us off, like, the video exists and they got rid of it. Like, that really hurts me. I have to, like, pursue it legally, and it's been exhausting. And also, we lost our beautiful Sparky dog after 17 years. And we lost our handsome crow, our lizard son. And so that's been really sad. I guess everything this year was a mixture of like really high and really low, because even in the sadness of like losing people you love, it makes you appreciate how wonderful they were to you in your life. Yeah. And that you can think back on like all the happy, fun, wonderful moments that they brought to you. A year of trying to make each event possible, each wedding, each bridal shower, each bachelorette party, pet, health bills, etc. To make all those things a reality meant a lot of hours that we spent working. But I also know that some of the things that happened this year I'll remember all my life because they were so beautiful. I mean, each wedding was so special to us. Yeah. But I think that for all of my life I will remember going to Prague to see my beautiful childhood friend Johanna get married and roasting kielbasa over an open flame and just wishing that that moment would never end. And it wasn't where we were, it was who I was with. And making that trip was to show her how much I loved her. Getting to hold baby Malachi.
Isn't Dad nice? Yes, you can do anything you want to do. That's right.
And as silly as it was, Endgame was one of the highlights of my year.
What a fun movie!
I had so much fun going with my brother and my wife.
Gaggle of our friends.
I mean, that felt like Christmas morning to me. Yeah. It was so fun to go see something that we all cared about so much.
I think I thrived this year in a way that I wasn't previously, and we talked about me getting a new job, but that was a really big deal.
I think that was a really brave thing you did. I'm really proud of you. I really think that that was an incredibly hard decision to make, any kind of change. But I think that you're really part of a company now that you love and treats you well. Oh, I didn't mention during the self-care part of, I was talking about the makeup, but the other part of it was that I did get
a new phone.
A new phone this year. I am really proud of myself for that. Because the fact that I finally allowed myself to have something nice is a big healthy move.
Let's open the jar.
We'll let you guys be a part of that. I don't feel like I put that much in the jar this year, but it's the most full it's ever been. So we've gone through the whole jar. Yep. It's amazing how much happened this year. We also didn't talk that much about the TV shows we watched this year.
True.
But I loved Russian Doll,
yeah.
And I think the best thing I watched on TV this year was Maniac.
Oh yeah.
Jonah Hill and Emma Stone.
I, of course, am on the Fleabag train, so season 2 was perfect.
And as far as movies, hard to just talk again about one wedding because they were all so incredible. Yeah. So I wanted to kind of shout out. Oh, I also really enjoyed our friend Jory moved back here.
Yeah.
She's up the street from us now, so we got to spend a lot of good time with Jory. We got to know Jory's roommates a little better. Yeah. And one of her roommates, Molly, got to spend Thanksgiving with us, which I really enjoyed.
Was really special.
So another new friend who became part of my life this year was my friend Jess and her fiancé now, Tyler. And I got to go with them to the Emmys, which was really cool. I wanted to talk about my Europe trip because that feels like a example of everything this year, which is from the outside it looked really amazing. It also was really hard. Like, I don't speak Czech and I didn't speak French before I went, but I worked really hard to learn as much French as I could. Thank you, Duolingo. Really scary, and there were a lot of times of like me crying because I didn't have access to my phone and didn't know how to get around. It was lost, and like you have these expectations of what you're gonna do, and then you miss the train or you get sunburned or something terrible, and so it was really hard to be there by myself, especially on our anniversary. Then to know that like you were supporting me from afar by helping me look stuff up. And like Johanna came and picked me up at the train station in Prague, and it was like a 3-hour train, like at midnight, to go down to where it's like Cheshki Bodecha, I don't know how to pronounce it, or where her grandmother lives. And like it's her wedding week, and she came and picked me up. That was so nice. Wedding itself was just one of those like 3-day festivals. We were like just partying in a castle and like lit lanterns on fire with wishes and like sent them off into the lake at 3 in the morning, and we're just dancing. And some people spoke Polish, some people spoke Czech, some people spoke English, and not a lot of mix. So it was really cool to just all have a good time together. And so those were like the really special moments to me. And to see people I've known since 1999. We saw a few shows this year that I wanted to mention. So this is Wednesday, July 24th. You and I hung out in the pool after work. We went and got ramen in Little Tokyo. And then we saw Anna Akana, which was so much fun. We got Salt and Straw ice cream. And then we finished watching Stranger Things Season 3.
Yeah.
We love Anna Akana. We went to her book signing when we were engaged. So it's fun to go see her and support her music career.
Rhett and Link live in concert.
Yeah, Rhett and Link have a show on YouTube called Good Mythical Morning, and we like to watch it together often. And
Yes.
so a lot of the concert shows that we saw this year were YouTubers who we both enjoy together. Tessa Violet is on YouTube, and I had seen her by myself before, so it was fun to go together. And we also saw Pentatonix for the 7th time in concert. And we got to see Avi, who played solo at the Troubadour. And while we were there, we saw Kevin from Pentatonix. We got to shake his hand and tell him that his music was our first dance at our wedding.
Yeah.
This one got a new haircut.
Yeah! Cut it all off!
Hey! Saturday, May 18th, I watched Baby Theo. I did a lot of babysitting of the handsome little Theo this year, watching him experience his first year of life. And then I went and met my friend Kirsten and her boyfriend Richard for the first time, and he was able to explain to me what different items were at the Korean barbecue restaurant, because he's a pro and he knew everything to order, and it was delicious, and he's such a nice fellow and she's a delight. So that was wonderful to get to see those very special friends. This was from my birthday this year. We kind of had our birthday again together at BD's Mongolian Barbecue, which we do every year in Denver. And that was really special because my friend Kim, who had her baby this year, showed up and surprised me at that. I didn't think I was going to get to see her like while she was pregnant, so I definitely cried. That was very special. So many of you wonderful people were there with us celebrating, and I love to see you guys every April. My friend Lauren Page brought her friend Sky, and they came to LA this year, and we got to all go to Knott's Berry Farm together. That was really nice. They had a new roller coaster where you like, it's called the Hang Time, because you go up the hill and then you look down and this is our 2019 Oscar predictions from the party that we had at my friend Terry's. All of her friends are really nice, and we also went to her birthday party, which was a good time. For the 6 years I worked at my job, we've never had a real Christmas party, and it happened this year. And just to enjoy having a meal together, and we played this game where there was a gift card that was saran wrapped, and like you had to wear oven mitts and try and get it out before the person next to you rolled doubles on dice. And we were just like little kids screaming, having fun. One thing that was part of our year together was watching Shane Dawson's Jeffree Star collaboration. And I got to meet my sister's dog, Rocket, for the first time.
Yeah.
And we got to have some margaritas at the Rio with our friend Ashley Bender, which was nice to spend some actual time talking with her because we loved coming to her wedding, but you don't get to see people a lot during their own events. Congratulations to our friend Whisper, who is doing amazing things with comedy this year. She's so funny. This is from the comedy show she had at the Ice House in Pasadena. And I'm just so proud of her. She works so hard and she deserves all of her successes. And we really got invested in Phase 10 this year.
We got very invested in Phase 10 this year. We went to Dapper Day at Disneyland with our friends Mary and Justin. We decided on Dapper Day last year that we were all going to go dressed as the mountains this year.
We just love Disney so much.
Yeah.
And we love Mary and Justin so much. And getting to go together with our wonderful friends and getting to dress up, which is so fun, and getting to see everyone else dressed up, just makes that one of the favorite days of the year. My friend Kate Hewitt came out to visit, and I saw her at the beach, and I love seeing her, so that was a special day. My sister also had an exciting year where she really committed to her art fully, and she's selling her art and was part of the art festival in Evergreen this year, which my mom worked hard on as well. I got to spend a little more time with her boyfriend Corey, who's very wonderful. This is a script. I worked on a few movies this year, and I don't think I'm allowed to talk about this yet. So if this gets picked up for Netflix and stuff, you'll know more about it. I was in Seattle, and I got to be with your wonderful cousin Elise for a day, and her son Kepler. And so I loved exploring Pike's Place Market with them. For Caitlin's bachelorette party, we went to the burlesque show in the Clock Tower in Denver. And that was a whole full day because it was also Mary's birthday. And we all went to go wedding dress shopping for her. We had high tea for her 30th birthday. Also did an escape room that weekend, which was really fun. Yeah. We had Mary's bachelorette party, and people all flew into LA. We went to Disney together. First night was Jimmy Buffett 5 o'clock somewhere themed.
You made our shirts.
I made everyone's shirts, and I made everyone's Disney ears.
Yeah.
So kind of cute to all be matching, but it was just a good time of quality bonding with beautiful, wonderful people.
Yeah.
Alex Cox was a professor of mine in college, and he's a wonderful dear friend, and you got to meet him for the first time. He had a film screening out here. I had never seen Tombstone, and so many of my friends worked on it, so it was great to get to see that.
Yeah.
Catch up with people from college. My friend Brittany from work has these outdoor hikes where you take off your shoes and go earthing, which is really cool. Oh, Sunday, March 31st, we got to see the Rad Smiths, and they have 3 children now, so it's fun to get to see all of their kids.
Yes.
And
Avery for the first time.
Charlotte's a little older now, so I get to actually talk to her and share ice cream with her. And then I had a really wonderful day with my beautiful Becca Romberg at Disney when she came to visit. We were on Thunder Mountain, and then the fireworks started like while we were on the coaster, and we were like, this is so much magic! We're raising a family of succulents now. Right now, my interests include rats, horseradish, and Baby Yoda. That's the energy I'm bringing into 2020.
We'll see how it goes, but I was inspired to possibly see how a meatless January would go. So my current interests have been researching tempeh bacon.
A big part of my year was writing my pen pal. She's now Mrs. Megan Dominguez, so I love writing to her. You're also into Luigi's Mansion right now.
I really am into Luigi's Mansion right now and Fallout 4. That's a big interest of mine.
You're a big interest of mine. I love you.
I love you.
Thank you for listening to our 2019, and hopefully I make more YouTube videos this year. If not, I'll see you at the 2020 Good Times chart. Thanks for being a part of our decade. We love you guys.